content, lifestyle content, faith-based content, music content, pretty much everything that interests me in my real life, I make content about it. So in today's video, I'm going to be making a natural hair care 101 video. It's filled with tips and tricks that I use on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis that keeps my hair up, that keeps my hair healthy, keeps it thriving, and just keeps it going. Keeps me motivated and confident enough to not just be natural, but wear my natural hair out. Okay, there is a difference between being natural and wearing weaves and a wig and all the other good stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that, but there's a whole nother level when you can be natural and you're confident enough to wear the hair that God gave you. And so in this video, I'm going to be sharing the things I've learned along the way that has helped my confidence in keeping my hair healthy, and ultimately me being able to step out the house thriving in what is growing out of my scalp. So if this video interests you, stay tuned. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. If you find anything in this video helpful, please share it. Alright, I don't want to hold all of my tips and tricks to myself. I want my tips and tricks to be spread to as many people who can get it, okay? So if this video helps you, make sure to send it to your mama, your cousins, your sisters, your co-workers, your friends, your enemies, everybody in between. Alright? Alright, let's get started. Let's go. Alright, what's up, y'all? So, disclaimer. I previously filmed this entire clip before I washed my hair, but I had some technical difficulties, and the clip would not fit in the video. So I am reshooting because I have some really good gems for you guys. So first and foremost, I want to start off with my tips by saying, understand, regardless of your genetics, regardless of your health, regardless of what your mama did, what your daddy did as a child with their hair, understand, all hair is good hair and all hair grows, okay? It's the little things that you do in between that determines how much it grows within a month, okay? So that's the purpose of this video, okay? So I had it all written out. So my first tip, get a dimming brush, all right? I got my dimming brush a year ago, and I will never go back. I understand that it is used to style hair, but I like it better for detangling and for just caring for my hair in general. I will only use a dimming brush in my hands. Okay, and a dimming brush do not rip at your hair. It's not harsh or hard on your hair. And I love it, okay, personally. So that is what I use as my hair tool. I only have one hair tool, and it's my dimming brush. My next tip is get a good shampoo, okay? Once you find your shampoo, stick with it. My shampoo is the Mael Rosemary Mint, okay? Now, I found my key shampoo by doing my research, alright? You will only know what kind of shampoo and conditioner you need for your hair until you do your research, finding out your hair type and, more importantly, your hair porosity, okay? You will always hit a brick wall in your natural hair care journey if you do not know those two things. You have to know your hair type and your hair porosity. Trust me. Alright? You do not have to have a PhD to know these things. It's just a matter of doing a little research and looking at your own hair. That's all it is. So, my next tip. Once you find a good shampoo, find a good conditioner, and I highly suggest that you use a good deep conditioner. Okay, do not use a regular degular conditioner. Okay, use a deep conditioner in your wash day, and make sure you are washing your hair every week. If not every week, definitely every other week. Okay, deep condition your hair and wash your hair weekly or bi-weekly. The next one is grease. Okay, I use grease religiously. Okay, and my hair loves it. All right, the grease I use is Blue Magic. All right, don't believe the hype. Grease is good for your hair. Grease is not harmful. Think about it like this. Our grandmothers and their mothers, they use grease on their own hair. They use grease in our hair. And it was what? Thriving. So, you ain't gotta tell me twice. I use my grease every week. Okay? So, make sure you use your grease. My next tip. All of this is in my phone, y'all. So, get a good oil mix and oil your hair on a nightly basis. Okay? Oil it every single night. Now, if you don't want your pillows to be all oily, then I suggest to oil it every other night. But for me, I oil my hair every night, okay? And it thrives and it's healthy and it's growing, okay? So if you don't believe me, then hey, do what you do. But for me, I'm oiling my hair every single night. And make sure you have a good oil mix, okay? My next tip. Leave tight hairstyles alone. Okay? I realize that weaves are still popular. Braids are popular. I love braids, y'all. Like, I love braids. But if you're gonna get braids, make sure you have a braider who knows what they're doing. If you're gonna get a weave, make sure you have someone who's touching your hair, who knows what they're doing. Do not let people put any type of braid in your hair too tight, especially along the edges, okay? You know your hair better than anybody else, okay? And one of the main ways people end up losing their edges and getting traction alopecia is because their hairstyles are way too tight. And then not only that, but they do these hairstyles repeatedly. They do not let their hair breathe. They do not give their hair a break. Okay, if you're gonna do the hairstyles, you need to give your hair a break, okay? Otherwise, your hair is not growing. If anything, you're only damaging your hair and your scalp, okay? And once you start losing your edges, they may or may not come back, okay? So, that ain't the move. Being edgeless is not the move, unless you just want to be bald-headed, okay? But in 2022, we ain't losing our edges. We're keeping our edges. We're keeping our sideburns. We're keeping it, okay? Okay. So, also, make sure you have silk scrunchies. Alright, silk scrunchies will be your best friend. They are a wonderful heatless way to stretch out your hair through the night. That way you're not putting blow dryers and stuff like that on your hair. So make sure you are getting silk scrunchies to preserve your hair and to stretch your hair in a heatless way. And also drink water. And those are my top tips for this clip. Alright, stay tuned for the next clip. Okay, so to give a little backstory on my own journey, from when I was in early middle school up until literally 2 years ago, I received a relaxer in my hair. My mom used to put the relaxers in me and my sister's hair herself, and she would do a really good job. My hair would turn out immaculate every single time. But it wasn't until I started caring for my own hair, which I'm sure is the story for a lot of people, that my hair kind of took a turn for the worse. When I went off to school for college, I didn't really know how to care for my hair. All I would do, literally, if my hair wasn't in braids, I would take a flat iron and a blow dryer and I'd apply heat to my hair every single day. Literally. If it wasn't every day, it was every other day. Either way, there wasn't a week that went by where I did not have some form of heat applied to my hair. I was in college from 2009 up until the end of 2014. So that's 5.5 years worth of me frying my hair consistently every week. The only time my hair did not get some kind of heat put on it was when I had braids in. That's it. Keep in mind, I never did do heat protectants or anything like that. I didn't know anything about heat protectants. I was extremely ignorant when it comes to caring for my hair and how to care for it. I was very ignorant. I was not taught before I left home. And I guess at the time, there wasn't a whole lot of videos, at least from what I saw on YouTube, that really taught people how to care for their hair. And I'm so glad that in recent years, more and more videos is popping up to really just teach people how to care for their hair. In 2020, my hair was, you know, a little past my shoulders. It was relaxed, but it was also severely damaged. Very damaged. So damaged to where it was almost see-through. My hair was thin. It was brittle. It was weak. It was not giving what needs to be gave, basically. And I just got tired of it. I got tired of it. When I was in college, I started getting highlights in my hair. So, you know, getting your hair color treated, plus applying heat to it, plus getting a relaxer, that's just a recipe for disaster, you know? So, one of the magical times when I was getting highlights, the hairstylist was like, well, you know, you should really go natural. And she told me this back in 2012. And when she said that to me, I was so nervous. I was like, me? No way. There's no way I can go natural. I don't know how to care for natural hair. I don't even know how to care for my hair how it is now. I definitely won't know how to do it. I won't have time to do it. No, no, no. No way. So I dismissed it completely. And that was in 2012. I fought against going natural until 2020. I got braids at the end of 2019, in December of 2019, and I kept braids in my hair. My original plan was I just wanted to grow my hair out in its natural state and slowly cut off the damaged ends of my hair. And then I was gonna go back to relaxer. That was my original plan. So from December 2019 up until, I'll say, May of 2020, that was my plan. It wasn't until the summer of 2020 that I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go full steam ahead, trust the process, and see how my hair looks, fully natural. So I was going to ride it on out until the end of 2020. And at the end of 2020, I started to like what I saw. I started to like my natural texture, the feel of my hair. My hair was feeling so much more healthy, so much more stronger. I was loving it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and embrace this. So at the beginning of 2021, January 2021, I began cutting off what was left of my relaxed hair, and I went fully natural. And I guess you can guess, since then I picked up a few tips and tricks along the way. Keep in mind, I am not a professional. I am not licensed. I have not taken not one class in cosmetology. Most of the things that I've learned has been A, trial and error, and B, I can honestly attest and thank this platform, YouTube, for all of its help. I've watched so many YouTube videos just like this, of people giving tips and tricks and reviewing products and all kinds of stuff. I've done a lot of Googling. I went to Google University and I did my own research. And these are the tips that I've come up with. Okay? Let's get started.